Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. You know what, we haven't seen this for an age. We're going to be doing the penultimate pack, stages 93 to 97 of the Deagostini Collectables release of Build the Ford GT. Now the reason I'm holding this up is this is where we were working on last time, the headlights, and it's been so long, I can't even remember what we're doing. I think we're going to be putting the headlights in this. Quite a big box because we've got quite a bit bigger bodywork here to do. So that's going to be interesting. Now, I don't even know if this is still available. It's been so long since we've been working on it. But I have put a link in the video description for when I did start the build. So you hopefully can check for yourself to see if this is still available. But we're doing 5 stages today. Penultimate pack. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So here you go, this is stage 93, and here's the magazine. Flicking through, and as you can see, we've got the headlights. We're going to be plugging in, by the look of it, these wires into the display here. We've also got this cover here to go over as well. So that's going to look just like that when it's finished. Now, just looking at the packs for 93 and 94, it's pretty much exactly the same. So you know what? I'm going to do both of these together. So let me just show you the magazine for stage 94 as well. Because if we're going to be doing something on one side and we're going to do it the same on the other side, there's no point in mirroring it. But as you can see, we've got exactly the same things here. And again, they're going to go into the 2 light fittings that we've got here with the gauze over the top. Okay, so to start this build then with stage 93, first thing I want to do is I want to slip this cable just through the gap in the side here. Now the longer lead is going to go, hopefully one of the cameras can see it, into the lower light at the bottom here. And then once I've done that, I'm now in a position to actually just put this cover in, which has got 2 tabs on it, which just need to fit into each side like that. Pretty easy to get in. You see how quick that stage was. Now this top one is eventually going to be going onto the top headlights. We just want to leave that up here just for a second. Do the same on the other side with stage 94. Let's get these out. So once again, I can push this through this side here, put the longer cable into the lower lens. Make sure that's all the way in there. Don't want that falling out. And there you go. So I've got these 2 coming out the top, ready for the top headlights. Let me just get this other lens out. And that's just going to be going into this side here. And there you go. They're both in just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Before I finish, this plug here actually goes through the circular hole down the bottom, not those ones at the side. Because there is kind of like a little notch at the bottom. There is some pipes going to be going over the top of this, but the actual wires are going into the little notch which is at the bottom. So I have got them into position, and that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 95, here's the book. We're going to be taking this massive section which comes in this stage at the top, but we're not actually doing anything with it. I will show you that. We are going to be putting the top section, which is this section here that you saw at the start of this video, onto what we've just created here to make one whole section. I have just missed off this section. That's still in the box. I don't need to attach that yet. So once I've done that, I can actually put this into position like that. So there you go. That's what that looks like. It's massive. Let me get this open. Look at it. Looks pretty cool, but I can just put this to one side because I don't actually need it at the moment. So what I do want to do is bring over what we've just been working on, and then this top section here. And what I'm going to be doing is plugging the headlights into these sections just here. So it's just a case of getting them all lined up. This would be interesting. Actually, it might be better to hold that upside down and do this. That's one in one side. and one in the other side there. Then it's a case of just lining up these holes, probably best on the top camera there, to put this into position, just there and there. I just want to assure that it has been assembled correctly. It's looking good, as you can see. Bring that back over. We've got the FD01 screws, which came in the last stage, and I'm going to want to put them into these 4 holes first. So we've got 2 this side, 2 the other side. I'm going into metal, so I have used oil on these. Then I've got 2 just in the middle, and then finally just 2 into the ends here. And with those in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 96 here, here's the instructions. I'm going to be actually taking the windshield now and the part that we just got in the last stage that I showed you and just putting the windshield into place. So this is going to be a nice quick stage. So bringing that up, and in this bag here I've got the windshield. And if you have a look at the windshield, I'm just holding it at the edges. You've got tabs all the way around. It's those tabs that are going to fit into each section here. Now, just looking at the best way to do this, I reckon do the bottom ones first, like that, and then push the top ones in here, like that. I've tried my hardest not to touch the glass, but there we go. That's in place. That's all there is to do in that stage. So, stage 97, which is the last in this pack. Here's the magazine. And as you can see, we've got lots of interior details by the look of it. The windshield wipers, the rear view mirror. It looks like a fuel cap or something. I'm going to be putting all of this on what we've just created with that windshield. So at the end, it's looking just like that. So here is everything that's in here. It's actually in its own sort of vacuum filled box, this one. Open this up. And the first thing I want is this window wiper. It's going to be going into the point just here. So I'm just going to line that up to where it actually fits nicely in there. Which it just jumped out. There you go. And it's going to be held in with an FP02 screw. So I'm holding just the base of that because this screw comes in from the other side here, just through this hole. And I'll get that in. That's going to make that nice and tight. Don't over tighten that, but there we go. That's in place. I can put that to one side. And I'm now going to create the fuel tank cap, which means I need these 2 sections looking like this. I want it this way round and just push this into the hinge here. There you go. And that's in like that. So that's able to close and open like that. I apologise for the dogs barking. It's because it's their birthday today. They're 7 today, so they're just letting me know, I'm guessing. Now, bringing over this section again, you can see we've got a keyhole pattern here. It's going to match what we got in here. So it's a case of just putting this in so it's fitting nice and flush like that. And this time this is held in with an FP01 screw, which is in this bag here. Turn it over. And get that in there. Perfect. Now on the other side, I've got this cap, which is going to go into this keyhole pattern just there, like that. And once again, that's a FP01 screw going in there. And believe it or not, that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now, if you have a look in here, we do have things like the rear view mirror and some more parts. We're going to be using those probably now in the last pack. We do still have some screws left over, which I'm going to keep safely in here as well. So because we haven't seen this build for some time, this is what the car was looking like. Now I'm guessing eventually this somehow is going to be going over here, like that. So I'm just trying to put things together, and then we're going to have probably this bit on first, actually. Let me put that bit in first. That's going to probably go over here somehow, like that. Then this will definitely then go over, like that. So the cap is on that side. That's looking pretty cool, isn't it? And that is how that is up to now. We've got the back section to put on the doors, but I'm telling you, this is one of the easier models to build. If you are getting into part work or build up models for the first time, this is a great option to start off with. Just one other thing that I'm changing here is someone did mention in a couple of videos back that I put this part in the wrong way. It should be flipped over. So this isn't glued in. So what I'm going to do is just take this out and just flip this over that way. And there we go. I can't remember who was telling me that was in the wrong way, but there we go. I've put it in the right way now. Perfect. So now I can just put this back on top. But that is how it's looking at the moment. One more pack to go. Not bad, hey? I like that. I'm actually working on a lot of 1.8 cars offline at the moment because I'm very much aware that the Agora models, Corvette, Stingray, and also the LaFerrari, I've got the boxes here, are an absolute marathon to do. So I'm doing little bits of a day. So hopefully you'll be able to see some of them on the channel in the next few weeks. But this is the first 1.8 car, aside from the Tumbler yesterday, that I've done since I went away. So back onto cars again. Hope you're enjoying this anyway. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video as well. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.